y'all, welcome back. Exciting news today. I was lucky enough to preview Moana Journey of Water, the brand new water feature at Epcot in Disney World. It's officially opening October 16th, 2023 this year. I'm so excited, but they were doing cast member previews and one of my friends invited me to go with them. We walked through and I did a lot of exploring and I have a few thoughts and I thought I'd share them with you. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this content and you want to see more. So yeah, you heard that right. A walkthrough water feature at Epcot. I'm so excited. This one is specifically more for the kiddos, but it could also be for any adults that are kids at heart. It's kind of like an educational area where they teach you about the water cycle. The most important thing to know is that they have two paths majority of the time, either a wet path or a dry path. So I've seen people walk through the whole thing and stay basically dry. By basically, I mean like maybe a couple drizzles of water on them, versus I've seen people come out completely drenched in water, especially the kids. I didn't film this, but they do have an entire splash pad area that was super popular amongst the kids. So we'll start at the beginning. When you first walk in, you're greeted with a sign and you are essentially introduced to the concept of this area, which is connecting Moana and Disney along with the water cycle. So it teaches you all the different ways water interacts with the earth and kind of the cycle that it goes through. It's divided into 9 different sections. Rain, stream, wetland, lake, oh god, I forgot. Rain, stream, wetland, springland, lake, river, ocean, and sky. That was a mouthful. A lot of the water features are interactive. Majority of the water features are actually interactive, which makes it so much more fun. In the beginning, the first one we came across were these streams of water that play music as you touch them. So each different stream played a different note. Now, one thing that you will notice, or maybe you can't see from the video, but it is very low to the ground. So I would say majority of the interactive stuff is actually very much toddler and younger kid friendly. Another feature we came across was one where you stood in front of it and waved your hands and the water came up. This truly reminded me of Fantasmic from Hollywood Studios, the show. Another water feature we came across was one where you reached your hand out and the water came up from the ground and jumped to touch your hand. Oh, it was so magical. And the higher you brought your hand, the higher the water went, which was so fun. I'm going to show you a clip right now, but in this video, I literally said, ooh, I wonder what happens when you go quickly from one to the other. And sure enough, it struggled a little bit, but I think it caught up and was able to kind of match my quick movements in my height.
What if you go fast?
We also came across another section that I would say is more closer to the Fantasmic show than the first section we came across. You stand in front of it and you wave your hands and the water comes up, which so screams Fantasmic and Mickey Mouse. But if everyone works together in that line and waves their hands up at the same time, a giant wave of water comes and it's so exciting and fun to see. It's also really impressive. Another thing to note is for anything that is a water feature, they'll have this symbol on the ground so you'll know to step there and that the motion sensors are going to be there for when you want to interact with the water. Also, if you're anything like me and you are obsessed with the jumping water since you were a child visiting Epcot and you love the jumping water area in the Imagination Pavilion next to the Figment ride, then you will be so happy to hear that there are multiple jumping water areas in the Moana Journey of Water area. It was so cute to see just like the small detail of the jumping water representing that water connects everything, but also kind of making a nod back to the Imagination Pavilion where the jumping water is and kind of playing around with that. It was so cool. This is also where I saw some adults get drenched. It is a powerful stream of water that jumps huge distances. So when you go there, you try to catch the water with your flat palm, it's going to make a huge splash, and I saw a couple adults get drenched by this. There are also really cool built-in features all throughout the rocks of like engraved characters like Moana and Tamatoa. As for disability access, They say on their website that they are allowing wheelchairs, but only on the dry path, as well as if you have a service animal, you're allowed to bring them in with caution, but you're only allowed to take the dry path. I know there's a lot of controversy behind putting Moana in Epcot, but I honestly think that it fits great. I can see why some people thought that Animal Kingdom might be a better area because Animal Kingdom is one that really screams conservation, but also I think it fits well with Epcot because it's an educational thing, and Epcot has always been about doing fun and innovative stuff that also involves education and teaching. I want to know what your opinion is about this, if you've seen other videos, and what you think of it as like this far into this video, and if this is something that you would be willing to do. I can tell you right now, Epcot needed this for the children. I love Epcot for the drinking and the food and just having a chill time, but I remember as a kid, they used to do so much for us as a kid in the World Showcase. So having this Moana feature, especially when it's hotter out, which is 90% of the year in Florida, I think it's going to be great for younger kids to kind of walk around, and it'll also be great for older kids because I had a great time and I feel like I'm just an older kid. I'm definitely going to be back here and check it out at night because apparently at night it looks so awesome. I cannot wait for you guys to experience this walkthrough because it really is so much more than it looks like. I don't know what my expectations were. I guess they were kind of low maybe because I was just expecting a walkthrough, but with the music and all the different water features and all the theming that went into it, and you just feel like you're in a whole different area. You don't even feel like you're in Epcot anymore. Is it the best and most exciting new ride at Disney World? No, but for what I thought it was going to be, it was truly much more than what I thought it was going to be. I'm also curious if this experience alone changes your plans on whether or not you're going to be visiting Epcot on your vacation or if you're still going to skip it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video was informative. Please let me know if you have any other questions about this experience, and I will try to answer them as best as possible. Again, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week and a magical month, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Ha 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 ha!